Hello third graders and welcome back to the word study video for Yellow Sort 40. In this sort, we're going to be focusing on what I call the final E. So these final E's are not necessarily a magic E. They don't change the vowel's name all the time. So in this, you can see there are four categories. We've got words that end, final means they end with CE, end with VE, end with SE, and end with ZE. Now, words that end with CE have the soft C sound, so they will end with the S sound. So, S. This will end with the V sound, V. The SE sounds like a ZE, Z. And then the ZE also sounds like ZE. So these two, when you're doing your spelling test, will be the trickiest to decide if it ends with an SE or a ZE because they have the same sound, Z. So go ahead and pause the video so that you can cut apart your spelling cards and sort them into these four categories. Now that you've sorted your spelling cards into the four categories, open up your word study notebook and put today's date in the top right-hand corner. And pause the video again so that you can get the title and your four categories written correctly in your notebook. All right, now that your word study notebook is set up correctly, let's go ahead and start with words that ended with CE. There are 8 words that ended with CE that says S at the end. Let's start with our bold anchor word, ch. Ants, chance. We also have prince, like the king and queen's son, prince. Dance, fence. We have 2 homophones. The first, it is piece. This first piece is a part of something. Can I have a piece of paper or a piece of the cookie? The other piece means calm or quiet, not fighting. And the next 2 words are bounce and glance. So notice they all end with the CE, and that CE says S at the end. Chance, prince, dance. So when you hear the S at the end, it's going to be CE. For the next category, we have 7 words that end with the VE that says V. Let's start with our anchor word, our bold anchor word, oov, move. That O says ooh here. Don't ask me why, English is weird. It's not mauve with the E making that O say its name, move. We also have leave, 12, glove, solve, prove, and shove. So when you hear the words that end with the V sound, it's going to be under VE, VE, move, leave, 12. All right, now we're going to get to our trickier words. Now for you, sorting them shouldn't have been hard. SE in one pile, ZE in the other. But if you look at the words that are remaining, they all end with the Z sound, Z. We've got freeze, please, cheese, snooze. You do have a couple that end with the sound like house and loose, but we have to be careful with these SEs because They mostly say the Z sound, the Z sound. So let's begin with our anchor word for the SE. Pull, ease, please. Notice that Z is the SE here. There's a total of 6. We also have tease, choose, and cheese. Oops, as I spell it wrong. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Kaltz. Cheese. All right, now there are 2 words on your list that end with SE, and it actually says, I'm going to add it up here, it actually says the SE sound. They are loose. You can hear this at the end. I'm going to put the asterisks or the stars on the sides. Make sure you study it. And house. Oops. Zeus. All right. And our final category, which is actually the category I'd study first, because there's only 3 words that ended with the ZE. So they were our bold anchor word, freeze, seize, which is tough. Make sure you study that. Seize means to grab or to take. And snooze, which I wish Zeus was doing right now while I was making these videos. So the reason I would study these first is because there's only 3 that end with the ZE. That way you can remember, okay, freeze, seize, and snooze all end with that ZE. So if you hear the Z sound and it's not these 3, you know they'll go in the SE category, okay? This one can get a little tricky, especially these over here. Study, study, study.